There's a sacred pause happening in your life, but it's not wasted time. It's a divine delay. The moments when doors wouldn't open, when your prayers seemed delayed, when the world whispered, "You're late," those were not mistakes. They were sacred intermissions, celestial calibrations, divine scheduling. And now, the stage is set. The delay was divine, and now you'll see why. Before we begin, if this message resonates with you, comment your warmest wishes, plus 333 or 222 below, and don't forget to share it with someone who might need this right now. Sometimes your single comment becomes someone else's breakthrough. Welcome, chosen one. You may have felt like you were moving in slow motion, as if everyone else was running life faster while you were stuck in a loop. You replayed every what if and second-guessed every pause. But that delay? It was never a setback. It was a spiritual safekeep. Like a slow artist's brushstroke, God paused intentionally, so that when the reveal came, every color of your destiny would come through. Some delays break you, but this one has been breaking off what needed to be removed. Stale friendships, false expectations, shallow pursuits. You're not just arriving late. You're arriving ready. Finally free from everything that wasn't meant for you. Feel the shift? That's your spirit sensing breakthrough approaching. Because divine delay always precedes acceleration, an unseen charge building right before breakthrough. And now, the walls that kept your blessing locked are crumbling. The season is flipping from silent preparation to visible fulfillment. Why the delay was essential. Clarity before crown. God dismantled distractions so your vision would be exact. No more chasing blurred shadows. Clarity is needed for kings and queens. It isn't given to amateurs. Purity before promotion. Your heart's refining. Those edges that felt uncomfortable? They're purifying your vessel, so when elevation comes, your spirit can carry it without breaking. Alignment before assignment. The current season has been about tuning your spirit to match your calling. The blessing won't come to the old you. It will come to the you God has made you to become. So yes, the delay hurt. It frustrated you. It made you feel unseen. But that pain had a purpose. And once you realize that, everything changes, because sacred perspective releases sacred acceleration. Now you're standing at the threshold. You know it in your bones. You've sensed it in your dreams. You've felt it in your prayers. And even if nothing obvious has shifted yet, you can feel the momentum. You can taste the breakthrough before it lands, because the delay has written it into your spirit. Your next steps. Begin where you are. Don't wait for the perfect moment to start walking in. Move with your current capacity. God will enlarge as you go. Keep your heart soft. The enemy wants to harden you through delay. But softness attracts grace. Stay watchful in prayer. You're not asking for breakthrough. You're thanking God for what He's already secured. The divine timepiece is ticking, and the announcement is almost audible. Heaven has not forgotten you. Heaven is about to align all the pieces. The delay was the design. Now, watch what unfolds. When God delays, it's never denial, it's design. But this design was more intricate than you imagined. What felt like silence was sacred engineering. What looked like pause was precise positioning. And now, you're beginning to realize, this wasn't just about waiting for something to arrive, it was about becoming someone who's ready. The version of you standing here today is not the version that began the journey. You've evolved in silence. You've gained strength in shadows. You've outgrown things you thought you couldn't live without. The waiting rewrote your story, shaped your essence, humbled your pride, and softened your heart. You became a vessel worthy of what's coming. But here's the thing, your breakthrough is not passive. It requires your alignment. Divine timing meets divine obedience. And this is the moment where you are being invited into spiritual action. No more doubting the calling. No more asking for signs. No more replaying your fears like an old record. This is the time to step in faith, because everything you've been asking for is orbiting you right now. Don't underestimate how close you are. The moment you start acting like you've already received it, doors will move. When you praise before the proof, when you walk as if the answer has already come, you create a frequency that magnetizes your blessing. It's not just belief, it's embodiment. Faith is more than a whisper, it's a walk. Here's what's shifting now. Opportunities that once ignored you will now chase you. People who didn't see your value will be silenced by your elevation. Ideas you've sat on for months will suddenly bloom like they've been waiting for this moment. But be warned, this kind of acceleration comes with responsibility. You must stop over-explaining your vision to people who were never assigned to understand it. You must stop leaking energy by talking more than doing. The more you speak about your plans instead of moving in them, the more that divine energy dissipates. Your silence will become sacred. Your focus will become fire. Your movement will become magnetic. Remember this, delay sharpens your discernment. You now know what's worth your energy. You know what to say no to. You know what peace feels like. You've learned how to rest without guilt and wait without fear. And that inner wisdom, that's what will preserve your breakthrough once it arrives. No more frantic energy. No more rushing to catch up. You haven't missed your moment. It's been circling your name, waiting for you to be this version of yourself. So listen closely, chosen one. You're not late. You're right on time. And that sudden shift you've been sensing? It's not your imagination. It's the spiritual ground moving beneath your feet. The page has turned. The divine delay has expired. Now, everything that was held back is being released. Not because you forced it, but because you became it. There is something sacred about silence before the storm of blessing. The kind of quiet that makes you question everything, but also prepares you to carry everything. You didn't just wait during this delay. You were refined, tested, and trusted. And now, something powerful is shifting within you. Because when God delays, He is not punishing you. He is preserving the promise. You were hidden for protection, not rejection. You were overlooked to be over-prepared. People didn't call on you because God was setting the stage where you wouldn't be a backup option. You would be the only answer they'll see. That's what happens when the divine steps in. He doesn't just bless you, He makes you undeniable. And now, your moment is rising. But before it unfolds, God wants you to understand this. You are the gift, not just a recipient of one. What's coming is not separate from who you are. The blessing isn't around you, it's flowing through you. You're not chasing it anymore, you've become it. This is why the delay had to be long. Not because you weren't worthy, but because the blessing needed to be anchored in you, not just handed to you. You had to be grounded enough to not fumble what you're about to hold. Think back. How many times did you almost quit? How many nights did you cry yourself to sleep wondering if you were forgotten? How many times did you get back up, not because you felt strong, but because something deep in you whispered, "Don't stop here"? That whisper was your calling surviving in the dark. That voice was your promise refusing to die. Now it's your time to rise. Let this part be clear. You're not going back to who you were before. That version of you was necessary, but it was temporary. You're not returning to old mindsets, old habits, old relationships, or old fears. The delay built a bridge out of your past, and now it's time to walk across it without apology. This shift will feel surreal. Suddenly, What was hard will start to feel light. The burdens you carried will feel like feathers. Things you prayed for years ago will suddenly land in your lap. Why? Because divine blessings often arrive quietly, like morning light, not to startle you, but to awaken you. And when it begins, don't run to explain it to everyone. Some people only understand you when you're struggling. Some only feel close to you when you're small. But this new version of you? It's going to be too bright for small minds and too elevated for shallow spaces. You are not responsible for shrinking anymore. Let them misunderstand you. Let them question your glow. You don't need permission to become who you were born to be. This is the era of embodied faith. Walking, speaking, deciding like someone who knows God has already moved on their behalf. Because He has. You will begin to see unexpected favor, divine alignments, sudden clarity, and open doors that make no sense logically. It will not be luck. It will not be coincidence. It will be confirmation. So don't panic when it all begins to move quickly. Stay grounded. Stay faithful. And remember this, you are not being rewarded, you are being revealed. Your character has caught up with your calling. Your discipline has aligned with your destiny. And heaven has declared, now is the time. The delay served its purpose. Now, watch what happens next. And now, it begins. What you're stepping into wasn't created by chance. It was orchestrated by the hands of time, heaven, and divine intention. The alignment you're about to witness is not random. It's surgical, tailored, designed to fit you with precision. There will be moments that feel like déjà vu, but they're actually moments of divine recall, where your spirit recognizes what your faith once envisioned. The people who didn't support you will have no choice but to watch. Not because you need revenge, but because God's justice is rooted in revelation, not retaliation. They'll see you rise with grace, not arrogance, with joy, not vengeance. That's the difference between a worldly comeback and a divine unveiling. It doesn't seek applause, it demands awe. You'll feel lighter, sharper, more in tune. You'll know which doors are for you without forcing. You won't chase, you'll attract. You won't beg, you'll command. And the people and things that once drained you, they won't even reach your atmosphere anymore. Because your frequency will no longer be fear, it will be faith. Every delay you experienced wasn't passive waiting, it was active transformation. It shaped you quietly while no one was watching. It grew you in isolation so you'd walk with strength when the spotlight found you. You are no longer in hiding. You are in harvest. This season will teach you what it means to own your becoming. You will stop trying to explain yourself to people who were never meant to understand you. You will move without needing consensus. You will act on divine instruction before you see results, and that's what will unlock the results faster than ever. But remember, when the blessings come fast, move with discipline. Don't get distracted by the noise. Don't let your ego outgrow your humility. You waited too long, endured too much, and sacrificed too deeply to forget the sacredness of this moment. Stay aligned. Stay focused. Stay grateful. This is a season of speed and clarity. And with it comes the responsibility to protect your peace and guard your vision. Speak less, move more. Plan less, act more. Fear less, believe more. Because the promise is not coming, it's here. And you're not behind. You're right on time. You are not who you used to be. You are the version of yourself your past prayers cried for. You're the embodiment of divine timing, relentless faith, and unshakable purpose. And now, the world is about to see why heaven delayed everything for this version of you. The grounded, wiser, stronger, more focused you. So take a deep breath, chosen one. You didn't miss it. You didn't fail. You didn't fall off track. You were being prepared. Now, watch what happens when divine alignment collides with obedient action. It's already unfolding. Welcome to your moment. If this message spoke to your spirit, leave a comment with your warmest wishes and the numbers 333 or 222 to anchor this season in faith. Share this with someone you love who's waiting for their breakthrough. And if you feel led, consider supporting via the Super Thanks button. Every bit helps us keep delivering these messages from the source. Thank you, beautiful soul, for walking this path. Your delay was divine. Now it's your turn.